Damn. Okay, I forgot to mute the mic. I don't know if you heard anything. What's up, y'all? Back with another random stream tonight. It's Thursday. Got to enjoy some football. Really happy with the Niners. Just wish they could play like this all the time. Football is a very interesting sport. Very, very interesting sport. Yeah. I wonder if a stream would get flagged. If I had it like playing in the background, like you could just hear it, but you weren't listening to it, like if it was a radio. Probably, huh? Anywho, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the stream. It's been a while trying to really get back on this grind, but it has been a challenge. So, yeah. Anyway, there's much to say. I don't know how much I'll go over. Might open Discord, probably not. Pull some keys as we usually do. Give some 2 cents about the game, play, burn some CP. Yeah, we'll just see where it goes. Shoot, I don't know how I do. Hold on, I got my other device ready for comments and stuff. But it's nice to be live, man. Oh, it's so much fun. I just wish I had something to showcase. But you know what? I realized that my streams were always really the banter in the background more than the gameplay. The gameplay just kind of, provides a visual interaction more than anything, because obviously my streams aren't the most educational. More like ranting and guesstimating and nerding out and stuff. But I'm honestly gonna be eventually, I don't know how I'll get to it, but I want to kind of say I'm at a weird spot with this game right now. Maybe I should just go straight into it, huh? But before I do that, I'm going to disconnect this guy from Wi-Fi. That's that. I'm kind of not in a good place with the game. Well, let's transition into the game. Let's get in game. We'll just start messing around with whatever. Not in the best of places with the game, to be honest with you. Hold on. Oops. It's like I was saying, I don't know. I'm kind of in a weird spot with this game. I don't know. For those who are, listening at any point, feel free to share your 2 cents on how you feel about the game all in all. But I will say that I'm having a hard time wanting to invest not just my time, but even my money. The first KVK experience was not the best for me. I think everybody else seemed to have fun because we still have somewhat of a community, active and stuff. But what I'm trying to get at is that my first KVK was a full-blown experience of what the game will eventually kind of revolve around, and we're going to focus on what I kind of want to focus on is just a lot of that cheating elements in the game. And I think a lot of the cheating has to be blamed on the PC exposure. It's a word I want to use. I definitely want to say that, like, the PC element of this game, it doesn't help it, because PC has just so many opportunities for like hacking and stuff. You know what I mean? And with the whole multi-boxing, is really my biggest irk with this game, is that, like, since they haven't it doesn't feel like there's going to be any kind of solution for it, but the multi-boxing is definitely like a huge buzzkill. And the reason I say it like that, if you don't know what the multi-boxing is, I apologize. I wish I had content. I do have some content, I just don't know how to put it up. But ultimately, it's like one individual synchronizing multiple accounts, and then you're getting hit by all those accounts at one time. And there's scripts that are, I guess, scripts, for those that don't understand what a script is, it would be considered like not a cheat code, but like almost a special code that the game will respond to, and then your characters will react to it, right? And it's all just cheating, dude. Like, it kills the fun. I mean, I have had up until last KVK, was having a blast, just playing the game and just grinding and trying to get to T5, in a very fun and grindy way. But, like, dude, it's at the point where it's like, well, then there's no reason for me to even spend any time, because it's like, my goal is obviously whatever investment I make into this game, whether it's time, money, or both, is giving me a blind hope that I'll be competitive at some point, right? And I mean, when you're seeing your maxed out T5 player accounts getting deleted off the fucking map because of this other team that's multi-boxing, it's like, then what the fuck is the point? There's really no point. So it doesn't feel like there's a solution to that problem, and it is a problem, because there's no reason for me to play it. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that this game is so well balanced that its activity outweighs power. Like, any T5 could obviously keep beating up on waves of T3s or whatever, but like, if that wave keeps coming and coming and coming, at some point those T5s will lose. You know what I mean? So activity is the key, but what if your activity doesn't matter when there's like this player synchronizing 7 accounts, whether they're all either T5s or not, and they just blast you off the map and you can't even fucking take 2 steps? I don't even know if I'm answering this right, but that's been kind of my biggest like buzzkill with this game. It's like, what's the point of me fucking spending any money? There's really no point, unless like I was just playing it for like a collector's perspective, right? Like, I want to be able to collect every hero and max it out, and then it's like a completionist. But that, I mean, that's just a fucking waste of money at that point, So yeah, so I think that's been really my biggest problem, is that there isn't any foreseeable solution to this multi-boxing thing. But obviously, if I'm complaining and I'm putting this out to the world through YouTube, then what solutions could I bring to the table? I wish I was a developer and had like some, good solutions. But I'm gonna go into this assuming that I had, a developer's background, and obviously, then I digress, and I'm thinking, okay, so then what? I'm thinking the problem is multi-boxing, but what's causing this multi-boxing? It's like, why do people want to go so far and beyond to get to that point? And I'm thinking, it's like, what's the motivation? Well, there's not much bragging points in there, but there are rewards, right? So each of those accounts that they are synchronizing are going to end up earning the best rewards, because they're always winning. So, like, I'm assuming in a perfect world, if I have enough evidence that there's a certain alliances with multiple players, multi-boxing, what would I do to prevent them from having any reason to participate in this game like that? I would most likely remove that team's rewards, because that's what they're fighting for, right? They want to get the dragon. They want to get the top tier, rewards. But if those rewards aren't available, then there's probably no motivation to like play that way. Because then it's literally a waste of fucking time to fucking have all this stuff synchronized and performing it the way it does. And I think that's probably what they could do. If there's enough proof, which clearly people are trying to provide these developers evidence and proof, videos and screenshots and complaints that this is happening, then banning isn't going to make any difference. But if you make sure that that team doesn't earn any of the rewards that they're getting for doing that, probably, you probably would give them a less of a reason to fucking cheat. So I think that's the best way to do it. Because then, look, dude, like if for those individuals out there that are in leadership, you really, really know more what's going on in the team than you make out to believe. Like, you know exactly what you got, and you're letting certain shit happen. You know what I mean? If you want to fucking play oh, I didn't know they were doing that, you're a fucking fool. Okay? Because there's a bunch of those R5s out there that are purposely allowing those players to be in the team. Because it's guaranteeing good rewards. Because guess what? They're earning the good rewards. Nothing's being done. Dude, let me tell you, that's what my biggest problem is. Like I'm saying at the beginning, these fucking people left with the top tier rewards, and all they had was like a 2-day, 1-day ban. So then what happens with the other alliances? They are stressing themselves out, overcompensating for something that they can't control. And then now they're losing resources, or losing troops, or losing timers, or losing time, they're losing money for something that is a complete loss. You know what I mean? Like, just think about it. What the fuck is the point of trying to schedule something if you know you're going to just you're going to just lose? It's no point. It's fun to schedule something when you have an opportunity, but it's just absolutely crazy. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Uh-oh. I'm on music. But anyway, yeah. Whew. Yeah, it's just been, but other than that, this game is pretty. I mean, the game is super fun. It does feel like the developers from Rise of Kingdoms took a lot of the feedback and pretty much made a game worth investing. However, I think the biggest problem that they haven't handled or been able, well, it's very difficult to control, is the PC clientele, because there's so much room for loopholes. You know what I mean? So for those that have been in mobile gaming, you might know exactly what I'm talking about. Mobile gaming is exposed to a lot of cheaters, is exposed to a lot of pay to win. And I think developers aren't ever ready for the amount of commitment these players put out. And then I don't know. I mean, dude, I don't know how they react to half the errors and issues they face, excuse me. So I don't know. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's this game's been really fun. But I just feel that there's really absolutely no reason to spend any fucking money in this game until that multi-boxing situation is fixed. And it's only because there's no reason for you to grind and make your accounts, because you take two steps. And I mean, a 7 against 1, even in real life, if you're getting your fucking ass jumped, like a 7 against 1 is not something easy to escape. You know what I mean? And let alone when you have 7 accounts with 5 legions each, and they're all coming at you. I wish I had more proof to provide, to share and showcase, but there's something I saw where there was a screenshot where, one individual was getting attacked by 207 legions. How, really, dude? You guys can't fucking, react to that? When are 207 individuals synchronized at one time to make the same move? That's what I'm talking about, for those that are probably still confused. You know what I mean? It's not the fact that people are it's not the fact that people are playing 7 accounts, because there's people playing multiple accounts and separate devices. That's very known. It's different when one individual is playing 7 synchronized accounts at one time, and they're deleting people off the fucking map. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, Mr. Sneaky actually put a video out. If you really think about it, how likely is it that 7? I mean, if you just, a perfect scenario, there's a whole group of people in Discord, and they're literally all going to make the same exact move at the same time. They're, you got to take into consideration, literally, really, you have to really take take these details into very heavy consideration. Time zones, when they're on. Okay. When they're on. Their internet, what is it? Their internet? Is it good? Is it shitty? What is it? Because if people are in different parts of the world and they're all trying to synchronize, even if they're all on Discord, it's not going to react at the same time, dude. There's going to be a bit of a delay. It's fucking real life. You're sending a message all the way into the fucking server and expecting a response at the same, it's too much, man. It's way too much. So yeah, it's been hard to honestly find a reason to really put into this game, because right now, I mean, I feel like this season's going well. My personal time has just been super limited. I have just a lot of work going on. And unfortunately, I just don't have the time to commit to everything. However, if you're eager, to showcase what you worked on for like the last season, and then all of a sudden you get hit with this kind of shit where you can't even take two steps because you clearly see it's multi-boxing, and your investment just goes to waste. There's no point. However, here's the thing. What I notice is that, like, I feel that the developers have kind of accepted that, and then they introduced army groups. But I don't know. I mean, that's just like, then at that point, then we should all just be multi-boxing. But I don't want to fucking do all that work, man. Like, really? That takes so much work, man. It's a fucking video game. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Oh yeah. Anyway, we need to get that sent out there. Hopefully, someone catches us and shares it. But I hope the multi-boxing thing gets addressed somehow. Is it hard to fix? It seems like it. I don't blame them, but I think maybe my solution could probably bring some relief. Because let me tell you, dude, let me tell you something. When you're trying to organize your team to fight against that, it's very difficult because it kills the motivation. And then when you're trying to scrap up whatever people and whatever troops we have left to make pushes, and it literally goes to nothing, then you're having to push more troops to compensate for the fact that you're losing troops. You're just wasting your resources, man. Only for a secured loss. That's not worth it. Not worth it whatsoever. Then what the fuck's the point of playing the game? You know what I mean? Now, armor groups, I guess, in a sense, like, can compensate for that, because what it sounds like, it's like you take a bunch of people's legions, and then you could guide them and, do this and that. But it's like, that's not easy. I just think that's a very cheap way of, really correcting the problem, which is these individuals are leaving with fucking really hot, top tier, rewards, and that's not fair, man. That's absolutely not fair. Hmm. Yeah, I'll take these. Let's see what else we got. Why not? Just take it. Just take it, whatever. It's on discount. Okay, perfect. Hey, what's up, Charn? Need more heroes to talk to. There we go. So I will say though, even though I've been bitching about how like PC is exposing this game into like a bunch of hackers and stuff, it is a little bit easier to play the game. But the only difference is from typical iPad and iPhone or phones and stuff is that you can use a mouse. But you can, I mean, nowadays you can add a mouse to just about anything as long as you can sync it. So, I mean, I don't think they'd ever go to the extreme of canceling out PC. But if they did, it wouldn't be. It would only make it so that people that are used to playing with keyboard and mouse that they would just buy some Bluetooth one and just sync it up. But we'll see. I mean, that's just a crazy, crazy idea to think that they would ever do that. Just to kill some CP. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I think that's it for my rant. Just really just fucking has been killing the mood to play the game. I swear, I mean, it's an interesting game. It's fun. I just think that, the that multi-boxing thing is just something else, man. I can't believe people go to the extreme of doing all that nonsense, you know what I mean? So, but it is what it is, dude. People will do anything to win for an easy win. But I mean, the developers, I feel like they would respond quicker because it's fucking. What's the point of me spending money for your game if you're gonna just make it so that those people, are constantly winning and stuff? There's really no reason for me to drop any money. Because the reason I drop money is to speed up a process that will get me to become competitive. But if people are cheating for free and getting away with it, then I'm not gonna spend any money. Fuck that. Bunch of nonsense, man. Oh yeah, if everybody out there lets you know how the volume sounds, that'd be great. If you can hear me clearly, if you can hear the background and everything. Just want to make sure everybody can understand what's being heard. Tough fuckers right here. Look at that. Hmm. Fuck. Okay, well, that's going on. Let's get some stream luck going. Let's get some stream luck going. Yeah, the multi-boxing, wow. Well, I mean, it's only the second KVK. Kind of crazy, honestly, to start your first KVK experience that way. It honestly is a huge. It just there's no motivation to play the game. Um, Playing a bunch of T5s is a different experience because there's a possibility you could actually get somewhere, right, with coordinated play and everything. But the multi-boxing, like, I mean, DPS is DPS. I mean, 1,000 DPS is 1,000 DPS. Like, it's a lot of damage being dealt at one point, and even if you can neglect it all, oh man, it's rough. It is rough, and I just can't believe that that can't. I mean, it could get to the point, man, where they'll even have heroes that'll be, countering all that multi boxing, which is kind of sad because that really is an element of the game that shouldn't exist. But yeah, an alliance full of that versus a full alliance of T5s is a different experience. Um, but yeah, it sucks. Let's see. I mean, obviously these silver chests are nothing crazy, but that's always fun to pull just for shits and giggles. It's nice that these are always easy to get too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, obviously you want gold heads and all that stuff, but there's always good stuff in here. One more. Let's see. 42. Boom. Ooh, baby. Oh, nice. Athea. Look at that. Oh, I do need to go see my other. Yeah. We'll do another one. I've been told to do 100 at a time, but maybe I'm just a little dode because I don't see that option. Or it's maybe like I should pull them all, and every time I get 100, pull them, but I don't know. Whatever. It's always just fun to just like kill some time with pulling keys. All right, well, I'm gonna do this one. Hey, look at that. Wow, this is nice. That's cool. And now let's go see what we got over here. We have a lot of stuff to scrap. That's for damn sure. Let me see. I like how this system exists because whew, definitely not easy to 19. One more thing. Let's see. I want to get to 1,000, just for fun. Whoop. I'm good with these. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. 3,800. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I gotta say for these fucking guys too. All right, that was fun. Let's yeah, get over here real quick. Let's enjoy this little battle right here. But let's see what's yeah, it's just it honestly, man, what RFF has gotten away with is absolutely crazy, man. And that's what we were, we got paired up with in the first our first KBK. It was just I mean, I don't know. It's crazy because you would think obviously the people that would do that are very knowledgeable of the game, but they're absolute morons. They just have the ability to just obliterate players because they just have so many accounts. It's just absolutely insane. And then on top of that, I mean, I will say that another thing that's very important in this game is being coordinated, right? It is very important, and that's something that I also learned in Dawn of Titans. It's very important to have a well-rounded team with time zones, so that the consistency of the team's activity is always there. Um, but I mean, when those teams were active, my goodness, they just kept the activity going. It was just a clockwork, man. Like I don't even know what else to say. I mean, I will say, I could say it. No, that's awesome that you could find people that are on the same level as you, but how maintainable is that too, right? Like you're only going to do this for a couple seasons. You're not going to do this for the next 6, 7 years. I would hope not. You know what I mean? So I think that's also another thing with the experience of mobile gaming. It all depends on like the lifetime of the game and what experiences are you willing to go through. You know, it's like, are people going to really put up with this for like the next 6 years? Probably not. If it, but you also can't jump into the game and just like pick up from wherever the game's at. I don't know how that's going to work, really. You can have so many catch-up mechanics installed, but it's like, when you with this game, you start from nothing. If you play it the way it's meant to be played, like it's a grind, an absolute grind. And there's literally not enough troops to have to be able to fight an entire wave of people because you'll just get fucking burned to the ground. It's just whether it's in 2 hours or 2 days. I'm not the biggest fan of the Tournament of Champions, and I'm sure people are, but like Whatever. It's free rewards. I just picked the weakest looking one. Let's see how it goes. I mean, it's cool to have rewards, right? But this is a completely different gameplay. Especially when there's downtime in the season, there's no fighting going on. Obviously, you want to do something like this to just keep yourself entertained. Yippee. Yeah, yeah, I do agree. As a low spender, like this game doesn't demand you to spend so much money, right? But it's also like, what's the purpose of you playing? If you're going to try to play in a competitive nature, then obviously you want, you know, more bang for your buck. But if you're just playing just to kind of like, oh, this is cool, like the graphics are fun, it's engaging, and you're probably like in a dead server where there's not much craziness going on, then yeah, dude, for sure. It's fun to play. It's nice that like they make it an option where you don't have to drop so much money to be able to max out a hero. Um, but you know, I like playing competitive games and stuff, and you know, but obviously that requires a fair playing opportunity, and it's not happening right now. So it sucks because I really wanted to get some specific heroes awakened because I just like the cosmetics and I mean the look and the way they play and stuff like that. But nah, man, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure they have some solutions down the pipeline. They're not. I highly doubt. Well, I do feel confident in saying that I doubt that they will allow their game to lose its worth and lose its player base for what's going on right now. It's just, when's the solution? You know, a little bit of communication would be good. It's like, yeah, we're working on it. It's going to take us some time, but nothing so far. That's less damage they will take. But there's 10 skills out in the field. I don't really play with mages, so I haven't invested in any legendaries very much. So my justification is I might as well just use Waldir and Alwyn because they're awakened. They got some damage reduction because of the promotion and everything, right? I wish that they had some sort of defense penetration like the legendaries, but that's their advantage. But I think 10 skills on the field is better than like 4 or 5, 4 or 8 of them, like, I don't know, maybe. Whatever. I just use who I use. So they're effective. I mean, must work, right? What's the problem again with the ice lizard? Does anybody know? I forget why people aren't using it anymore. Yeah. I mean, it's easy. Look, I mean, this is cool. I think it's a fantastic rewards for free. I don't really want to invest any other time in there. Go in there, get those 3 done. That only took, what, 10 minutes? Not bad. And you don't even have to look at your screen. You just let it go. Just got I mean, obviously, it's easy for me to say this because I'm like a year and a half into the game. I have somewhat of a decent builds. I think that's a hard part, too, with this game when it comes to people that are new. It's like, if you don't have the troop count, if you don't have the hero builds, it's like, oof, you're very limited to what you can do. But I also think it gives you an opportunity to like really learn the game for the long run, and not many games are willing to don't have that sense of confidence that it's like, okay, we're going to make it so that if you really try and play and learn the game, it'll take some time, which I mean like a year, and then you'll eventually get somewhere. So, I mean, we've been playing. How many days am I in with this game right now with this account? Over here. 560 days. I would say that about 100 days of that is probably was wasted for sure, where I could have already had my T5s and stuff like that, but which is where I'm at right now. 16 days on this one, 16 days on that one. And that'll end up which is kind of funky though, dude, because it's like I can't upgrade. I don't think I'll be able to upgrade either of these because I'll need to upgrade this one from 9 to 10, which means that I'll probably have to like pick a random one of these to upgrade so I'm not wasting that second slot. It's just crazy how these developers have made it so you can get T5. Absolutely insane. Yeah, that's also a good point that you guys aren't. That's also something I need to fix. On this screen, you won't see the chat, but I'm sure for those that are on the YouTube watching, you'll see the chat. But Ricky's putting up a good point in regards to the tier, right? When it comes from tier 1, 2, and 3, I feel like that's a bracket. And then there's a big leap to tier 4. And then there's a massive leap to tier 5. Just the durability alone is insane. And I think that's what really makes tier 5 so sought out, right? Because that's the whole point of the game. Like you're trying to get to the end game, which is having T5 and maxing out your technology trees and your buildings. But I just think that like the there's always going to be an itch to want to fight when you're not T3, actually not T4 and 5. I remember this from Global. We wanted to fight, but we were just getting wiped off the ground because what do the developers do? They allow a lot of the people from the beta to keep their accounts to carry over. Like they have to have some sort of competition, right? It makes sense. But like when you're T3, T2, like you're not really able to fight much, man, unless you're in the right server with the same amount of people, group of players that are all just either grinding for free or grinding with low to spend, and you're able to compete with them because look, the leap from 3 to 4 is big, and then from 4 to 3 is even more, and the power is just out of control. Yeah, tier 5 is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. And plus, when you complete like a lot of the technology tree, the other thing that has that's on their advantage is the march speed, and march speed is a big factor too with this game. They're able to get there and get out. Oh, that's gonna be a march. Let's go over here. All I got left to have is to max these three fuckers right here. Of course, they're expensive. See, my speed. Wish they all had the same my speed. They all be walking quicker. Yeah, I've been actually spending my VIP points instead because for the last 2 seasons I was like saving them. It was funny because the first time I saved it for an entire my VIP points for an entire season. What was it? I went from I went from 12 to 13 in one season. But dude, the climb from 13 to 14, astronomical. If it wasn't for the look, you need to get yourself on an active team because I will say if I would have stayed in a very low active team, I don't think I'd be in 14 right now. I would be struggling. But getting to 14 is a big deal for sure. That's where you get the 2 gold heads, and that speeds up the process. And free to play is very likely to get there as well, without having to spend so much. They just need to be on the right team, be very active. So, so yeah. But it's crazy because obviously one of the things I was most excited about when it came to this was being able to unlock this feature. I mean, this option, which is the hero tokens. But they're not cheap. So I've only used this maybe literally twice, and I've let so many weeks go by without having to collect them. But I mean, to get 20,000 gold heads a week to be able to get this is not cheap. So it really sucks. Because that's what it feels like, right? You let it, you don't buy it, you just let it go to waste, and it replenishes every week. And you're just like week after week after week, 20 old gold heads. They go away. I'll worry about my pets later. Hmm. Okay, I'll have to find that later. No. Kill a couple more things. I'm gonna hit the bed. I'm not up. I'm not used to being up late anymore. It's kind of lame, but gotta get to work early. Gotta get to work early. Hell yeah. Let's see. Heal these fools. Hit that lag. Let's do another couple pulls. One more pull. We're here. Let's see what fun stuff we get. Cool. And then we'll do one more tenor right here. Ooh, nice way to end the night. Nice. Get an Emrys. Okay, here's what I need people to start typing it up. Hashtag Streamluck, please. I actually got a copy of Heart of Kamasi. And I was wondering, like, how to build around that artifact. Here's the thing: like, there's a purpose why they created these, artifacts that are defensive and offensive for any troop, and it gives you an opportunity to try different things. But obviously, when you're all at attack, you're most effective. But then you're also very vulnerable to damage, and some durability is important to be able to be on the field longer to get merits. So I always wondered, like, for example, Heart of Kamasi, it pumps two different things, which is normal attack damage and something else. Well, since Sindri and Freyard really bank on that, maybe you could actually divert the build tree to something a little bit more unique, where, I don't know, let's say there's more movement speed. But the fact that when Heart of Kamasi kicks in, boom, it makes it so that the damage that they could do, the normal damage that they could do, is still great. But I don't know. Those are just things I just ponder. But anyway, I want to pull for this uh artifact to see what we get. Ah, no legendary. All right, whatever. That's cool. Flat 200. That's all good. Well, I'll let that battle finish. My friends, it was fun. No, hold on. Wait a minute. There we go. That's the right one. It was fun while it lasted. Just trying to get back on back on things. Personally, I've just been so drained that I have very little energy to open up Discord and hold the conversation. But it's nice to get some content out. Appreciate people that are coming into chat. Tomorrow's Friday night. I don't have any plans. I would love to hop on and stream and see if we can get that happening. If not, definitely Saturday night. Saturday night's gonna be a fun one. You guys will probably hear Little Man in the background playing around a lot, but Saturday night's my goal. And starting at a decent time, which would be like, maybe 6 or 7 p.m. my time, which is like 10 East Coast, and I don't know what the fuck time else everywhere else. But that's that. Hopefully we can do that. That'd be pretty great. Been a long time that I've been able to stream on a Saturday. So that's the goal, and I hope to make it. I want to make it happen, but again, there's so many factors that are out of my grasp that I can control. But anyway, everybody else out there, thanks for stopping by. I hope that my rant made sense. If not, it is what it is. But for those that are in chat, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the support. But I'll be back, so hang out. And then next time, well, I don't know, whatever. I'll see you guys later.